Choosing a speaker for your conference can be a bit like this. Everything seems to be going well until you hand the speaker the microphone.
Getting the right speaker who could add value, engage and entertain your audience can be a daunting task. I know, I've managed over 40 large events myself over my time. There are hundreds and hundreds of speakers to choose from. I'm sure you don't need any more passengers, right? I can help you make your decision. Why? Because I'm just a little bit different.
We migrated here when I was 2 years old. 2 years old we came to Australia. Now I was a very inquisitive young child and I thought to myself, there's always got to be something better. All I got to do is dive in and look for it. And I would take risks because at the end of the day, with great risks comes great rewards. When we used to go to the park, we were that poor, the ducks used to throw bread at us.
I'm not like most other presenters. I don't have an MBA. I don't have any fancy paperwork to prove to you that I'm good at what I do. Sure, like most others, I've ran large companies, turned over big bucks by the age of 27, set up many different types of businesses, including 3 franchise chains, trained over 450 of my own team members, as well as 4,000 employees of other organisations. My CV looks as good as anybody else's. But to be honest, what people really need to know about running a good business, you won't find in textbooks. Or will you find them on your school shelves? You know why? Because they're not there. I am just a little bit different to most others.
Last day at church, I saw the statue, the figurine of Mother Mary in the corner, and I stole it and I took it home. And I remember being in my room that night, writing a letter to God. Dear God, about that BMX red bike, I have your mother. You know?
I got my first degree in Melbourne's western suburbs. My first classroom was the University of Hard Knocks. Being street smart paid off for me. I couldn't read nor write when I established my first multi-million-dollar business in my mid-20s. I found myself bankrupt at 29. Since then, I've never looked back. I have been successful across many different businesses. I published a book when I couldn't read one. I launched new businesses and new franchise chains. I've trained thousands of people from small and large businesses. 12 years ago, I got my Yacht Master's ticket. And from that day on, I spend half of every year on our yacht with my beautiful wife and my lovely daughter. Balance is important to me, as no doubt it is to everyone. I've led an interesting and colourful life, and I've learnt all my lessons the hard way. I could share all this with your audience and also add that little bit of colour. Not many will inform, engage and entertain your delegates the way I will. If you want to find out more, click one of the icons. Or if you just want to have a chat about how I can tailor-make my presentation suit you, your team and or your company, drop me an email. And thanks for taking out the time to learn a little bit about me. And I hope to work with you soon.
Then Lady Luck turned on him and he was declared bankrupt, losing $6 million in the process.
Everybody plays a part in everything you do. People make it happen.
But he's bounced back and Ray joins us now to share his story. Good morning.
Good morning.
If it's to be, it's up to me.
I mean, how many of us have stood in an elevator and pushed the elevator button more times than necessary? Now, no one here has done that, has they?
Young people, we know what our needs are and what our wants are. And if we're encouraged, we just actually lean out and get them.
And Ray's book is called Crossroads and Roundabouts. It's a really good fun read. Well done.
Thank you very much.